Here we are, another day, another dollar further in debt to the Rothschild family. How y'all doing today? It's an esoteric trucker. Today I find myself in beautiful Mississippi, 8 miles from Louisiana, headed to California. Pretty awesome. Thought we'd have a conversation about egregore. So everybody, it's all the rage today, and I was like, everybody's figuring out about this egregore stuff, from whatever, whether you read Mark Stavish's book or listen to, this Esoteric Life podcast or whatever, egregore seems to be a pretty popular term amongst those interested in researching alternative reality, right? Alternative ideas in the occult. So, egregore, I mean, pretty obvious, right? That it's like everywhere. It's everything. It's like everything from a family to a baseball team to a political party, a political campaign, the place you work, the place you go to church. Like egregore is everything, right? It's the building blocks of what makes reality what it is, right? And I know if you read Mark Stavish's stuff, and I'm not, I'm neither I'm no expert, and I don't have any kind of credentials like that guy does. He talks a lot about how these are actual entities, and I can't say, I'm not going to say they're not. I'm not going to say they are, because what do I know? I'm not on that level, right? I'm, like I've always said, I'm a neophyte. I am no adept or not even really an initiate just yet. I'm working on it. But the thing that I have to wonder about, okay, is regardless of whether these are actual entities or not, or mental entities that are created by our human thought patterns, at the end of the day, egregore to me is always something, it's something that I've always thought about, at least since I started getting into this kind of stuff about 2005 era, which is the group mind. We're talking about group mind. We're talking about the power of the group mind. Like I said in the Bible, when two or more are gathered in my name, there you will find me. That is egregore, right? When you have more than one person focused on, or even one person, if they're powerful enough, if they know how to create an egregore, which is to get more than themselves focused on a vision that they have, to get other people seeing the same vision as you, that is creating egregore, right? And you can create symbols as a way to um, symbols are a way to like identify your egregore, right? So that when you focus on a symbol, like say for example, you work for ABC, right? Well, the ABC logo is that you see that, what does it do? It puts you into that egregore. Which goes back to Disney and egregore in itself, right? You see the Disney logo, you see Mickey Mouse, these are egregores. These are triggers that make you focus your energy, or your mental, psychic energy on these places within the mental universe. You know, because if you ask me, and this is just my opinion, these places are very real, like inside the mind, right? They're powerful and they create power. And see, to me, that's what I figured out, that's the secret of success. If you're going to build a business, or you're going to build anything that you want to produce for you, what do you have to have involved in it? You have to have people. You have to have people that are excited to be a part of your thing, right? So what are you trying to do? You're trying to build an egregore. So if you're trying to go up from nothing into something, It's absolutely not, maybe not vital, but it's like a tool in your toolbox to know about this egregore stuff. Because if you understand how egregore works, you can use that to build your little mini empire, right? I mean, that's what these people do. I mean, this is what the Rothschilds have done. This is what we talk about the Illuminati and all that. I mean, that's what all that stuff is, right? That's what the United States is. That's what the United Nations is. These are all symbols wrapped up in an egregore, right? And they derive their power from the minds of the egregore. Because if nobody believed in them, if nobody thought about them or gave them any time of day, they would not exist. They would not have the energy to exist. Everything is egregore. Your favorite charity is an egregore. March of Dimes, an egregore. Salvation Army, an egregore. Goodwill, an egregore. United States of America, an egregore. The state of Wyoming, an egregore. The little small business that you work at with 5 people, you know, we'll just say Ferdinand LLC, Ferdinand Accounting LLC, and egregore. And Ferdinand himself is the one who's the central son of that egregore. So depending on how he treats his employees, depending on how big he desires to grow, depending on what information he feeds in and out, how he structures his company, is going to depend on how big or how small that egregore becomes or is. So, that's like part of the ritual, right? The ritual is feeding the egregore, whether it's an occult ritual or an exoteric one. A Monday morning meeting, that's a ritual, right? A Wednesday morning meeting with free sausage biscuits, that's a ritual. Get everybody. We're going to talk today about how we feel about what's going on with this customer and that customer. We're going to talk about this and that and da 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 da. It's all egregore work. Getting everybody on the same page, getting everybody on the same mindset. I am crossing the Mississippi River, y'all. It's a beautiful morning crossing the Mississippi into the beautiful state of Louisiana. Swamp country. So we had to cut there for a second because coming into Louisiana, got to deal with Louisiana. It can be a little dramatatious sometimes out here. Egregore is the group mind, directed in a single direction for reality generation, whether that be emotional reality, physical reality, mental reality. It is the mental power that we all have combined, collected into a single stream of ammunition to create whatever it is that the center of the egregore is trying to create. Now, whether that be directed by an entity or whether that entity even be like anthropomorphized or not, I'll leave it up to you. But at the end of the day, what this really comes down to is a mental generation. Y'all have a wonderful day. I am going to find me something to eat here shortly. Maybe give me another cup of coffee. Keep on being an esoteric trucking